Lord. What did I do with the water? Oh, sheesh. Oh, that's nice and cold. Ooh. Oh, my goodness. Okay, you guys. Hello. I know y'all been busy because YouTube has been busy. Okay. Hello, Colleen, Lisa. Well, I'm doing good. I've been cleaning up or doing some things. I have been lagging. I've been lagging on the whole house. Okay. So I actually managed to poke a hole in several places, okay, which is an accomplishment for me. Anyway, I've been watching YouTube in between hanging the laundry up and in between rooms, okay? Hey, Colleen, Grandma forever. Yes. Did y'all hear about the new note? They said it's been a new note sent to TMZ. Did y'all hear about the new note? Hey, Mary. Hey, Karen. Okay. Now, like we've been saying, and that note just verified, they watching YouTube. Okay? They not watching CBS News. They watching YouTube. Okay? And if they watching TMZ, you know they watching the psychics, the card readers, and yeah, okay, and the videos on Nancy Guthrie. Because that's the only place you can find all this stuff on that I know of is YouTube. Mm-hmm. Mention Nancy Guthrie, all kind of YouTube videos come up. So you know they watching, and you know they got the word and had to hurry up and say something. Maybe they thought this was a time that they could get some money. Okay. Now, there's nothing you can really do about the notes. I'm gonna go with the stars lighting up the night. Okay. There's nothing too much you could do about these notes coming in, okay, other than try to track them. And that's it. You know why? Because they're not showing you any proof, okay? And if they were serious about the money, they would be serious about showing some proof and getting their money, okay? And they don't do nothing but show you a snapshot of Nancy's foot. Something is better than nothing. Okay. See what I'm saying? And they're not doing that. So they're not about their business. Okay. They're not about their business. Hey, Nancy. That's what what am I saying? Lady Zelda. Okay, maybe they're putting in names in her chat or something. I don't know. Or she just doesn't, she's saying it gets flagged. She just doesn't want them to do that. So, okay, I don't think she's being flagged, but I think maybe she's looking ahead so that she doesn't get flagged. You know what I'm saying? Okay. Did you see the video? I just saw a video with somebody named Robert Vance, and they included the Coral Smith girl that was arrested and the intricate scheme that was being played by this Apex Shell company based out of Chicago. That, okay, have you seen that? Well, you guys have been doing initials, okay, and we know who you're talking about. So did you guys see the video where they did on the let me see. Okay, this was based off of, okay, Crime After Dark. This was Crime After Dark, I believe. Okay. Oh, they did too. Wait. Well, it's still, okay, apparently there was two. Or was it Drunk Turkey? It might have been Drunk Turkey. Hi, Midnight. It might have been Drunk Turkey, and they're saying that there's new evidence, okay? And they're talking about how they traced this company. They communications, okay? Communications, and the links with this Coral Roberts lady and somebody named Robert Vance. Now, that's who they're calling them. I think that's a fictitious name, but I don't know. Okay. And I don't know how true the story is. So we're going to go with our cards and what the cards been telling us. Okay. Oh, and they talk about, what is it called? In asset, asset, an asset, where they try to take your assets, okay, and how the wheel, okay, they claim that they found this box that was given the directions by this Coral Smith lady in the desert in Mexico, and it had documents in there, okay, and stuff that they traced back. Okay, I don't know how true it is. Did you see that one? I'm hope you up and running too, Midnight Intuition. Oh, it's Drunk Turkey. Oh, say, okay, so you seen that Drunk Turkey. Okay, because I got this right here and I don't know what this is. What would they call it? And I had the name. He had it, so I should have wrote it down. Oh, they had the wrong dates and everything. Okay. They even had the wrong timeline, I believe. But, okay, I noticed that some of the videos were doing this. Okay. It's not a forfeiture, it's an asset. What is the term? It's an asset. Okay, I want to say confiscation, takeover. Okay, where they were changing the contents of the will, the trust, and changing the beneficiary. Asset takeover. That's what it was. It was an asset takeover. There's somebody trying to take over the assets of Nancy Guthrie, is what they're saying. But what questions me is that, well, how much is her assets worth? Because I don't see that much of a value, because $1 million is not $1 million like it used to be. You got to get into the billions. No, it wasn't asset seizure. It was an asset takeover. No, no, asset takeover. You've heard of those schemes, okay, where people try to take over the assets of another person by whatever. There's different avenues that you can go about doing this. Okay. Now, this particular one, okay, if that's the case, was pretty elaborate, okay, for the money. Apparently, they finding this out through the Coral Roberts girl, because she in jail. They caught her. Okay, so I don't know how true it is. So let me just, okay, let me woosah, back it up. Okay, give me a sip of water and do my usual smudging. Okay, and we're gonna clear out the false energy and keep the truth. Okay, so we can throw card we can throw some cards on it. Okay, but in the meantime, in between time, okay, I think we got plenty of questions for this session. Okay. Oh, my arms is sore. My garage door went out on me for some reason, and I managed to get it down little by little, and my arms are sore, but I got it down. Now I can't get it back up. The garage door opener. So now I'm going to lift it up and see if I can reset it and it'll get in sync. I don't know. Okay. I'm trying to avoid calling the garage door man. Okay. Because all they going to do is try to pump you up and make you spend thousands of dollars. Forget the hundreds, thousands. Okay. The blonde girl, right. Right, but they're trying to take over her assets, is what they're saying. Now, it's an Apex Shell company, okay? And I've heard this several times on different videos about an Apex or Shell company, okay? And this one is based in Chicago. They said it's been dormant for I don't know how many years, okay, and then woke it up last year. Last year with a $40,000 deposit or something. And they had, right, and Nancy's DNA, okay? They found in the box was some legal papers and whatever not, and blood. When they said the blood matched Nancy's, okay? Said it was Nancy's blood in a vial, and they preserved the blood because some of the documentations require DNA or something like that. Girl, I don't know. I'm just saying. Okay. I don't know. And like I said, why her? They could have took over anybody's assets, okay? Why Nancy? Okay, and her assets, I don't know how much it's value, but to me, it's not. To me, I don't see that much of a value that I got to go from Chicago to California. Okay, you see what I'm saying? And by the time you get through paying people off and paying for this and paying for flights and paying for that, okay, you didn't paid out the money anyway. Okay. $1 million don't go as far as it used to. Okay. So that's my concern. But anyway, we're going to look at this note, okay, at first, okay? This note that came up on TMZ, and, oh, sheesh, I forgot what the note said. Okay, but apparently it's funny how different people are saying different things or wording it in a different context, okay? Let us see the letter. If you're going to expose the letter, expose the letter. Okay, all this hearsay, and this channel said it's the letter, and I quote, okay, and this and that and all this, and I'm paraphrasing and all this. Okay, why don't you just post a picture, a photo of the letter, and we can all read it. You don't need to tell us what the letter says. Show it to us. I can show you better than I can tell you. This stuff is weird, okay? Even the people in it, all the players in it, okay, are playing. It's like they're kind of playing the same game, and I'm not liking it. I don't like that indirect BS, okay? You tell me what it is for what it is. You don't have to sit up there and play with words. What's up with that? $2 million, that's it? Now, people will kill for a lot less, okay? But a shell corporation? Right. That's the thing. Okay. Right, Michi. I agree. I don't know, but they have gotten to they're okay. The video is basically working its way down from the shell company and these individual, and there's more players. They said that they have to generate because they had to get this lady is supposedly had nothing to do with Nancy Guthrie. Okay, see what I'm saying? And she never worked for, as far as she never worked for or the family, but yet she possesses their information. So she had to have gotten it from someone. Probably so. Yeah. Okay. So what do I want to ask about the letter? The letter. Tell us about this latest letter that came from the individual about Nancy Guthrie's, and that they could show they have they videotape the deceased Nancy Guthrie on the phone, and they can bury the phone and tell you where the phone is located if you give them a Bitcoin. So they want a Bitcoin, okay, for this transaction. So the person, give us the energy of the person writing these letters, this latest letter to TMZ. Can you give us that energy of the person writing that letter or sent that letter? They sent it via email, okay? This letter that was emailed, okay, to TMZ, the person behind it, what's the energy? And they said it's a man, okay? What is the energy of this individual, okay? What do you want us to know? And thank you for your answers. Yeah, okay. What's going on with this particular person? And this email sent to TMZ that they have the video of a dead Nancy on a phone. What do you want us to know about this individual? The fool. Okay. So this is someone who is taking opportunistic, okay? The Queen of Swords in reverse, okay? So he doesn't know. He don't know. And the Six of Cups in reverse, okay? This is somebody from the past, or he doesn't know about the past, okay? And the Knight of Cups in reverse, okay? Okay. And the Knight of Swords. And Judgment in reverse. So it seems like he doesn't have the information he claims he has. He's just taking advantage of a situation here. And he's trying to recover. Okay. We have bad planning. And the Queen of Wands in reverse. And the Nine of Pentacles from reverse. Now, I came across this thought before, that Nancy is the one Annie is the one, okay, allegedly, okay, this is my interpretation of Annie in reverse, okay, it could be Savannah. In my mind, it feels Annie is supposed to have paid. The Seven of Pentacles in reverse, okay, and impatience. Let me see where I'm going with this, okay? Let me see what I'm dealing with here. Okay. There's some negative energy around this individual. Okay. Okay, I'm going to ask another question after this about does he really know? I'm just asking the energy. So sometimes I have to remind myself the question. Okay. There's definitely money involved. Okay. There's no doubt about it. There's money involved. There's bad planning. And this bad planning is around the Queen of Wands in reverse. Okay. And this talks about jealousy, dishonesty, and manipulation. This Two of Swords in reverse talks about bad planning, okay, and hidden fear and delays. Let's keep going. And the Seven of Cups. Okay, so there's smoke and mirrors here. And the Sun. And the Page of Swords in reverse. Oh. So he's listening. He knows about the gossip and the rumors. He know all that. And the Emperor in reverse. Mm-hmm. Talks about somebody who's controlling, okay? Somebody who is, what is he, stubborn, he's conflict, childish. Somebody, okay. And we have the Ten of Wands, the Ten of Wands. He's struggling and he's trying to avoid catastrophe, chaos. The Three of Cups in reverse. Okay. Overindulgence. I wonder, and I'm going to tell you right now, okay, even though I did that read, that porch guy may be deceased or overdose. I wonder, is this porch guy? Because porch guy does show up as the one who was left out in the cold. Okay? And the Ten of Pentacles. The family, and the finances. Yeah, the secrets. Oh, he's got secrets? Okay. Mm-hmm. And the Page of Pentacles. Getting his money. Okay. Look like he got receipts. Yeah, let me see. I think I got this delivery already, but doesn't hurt to check. Yeah, I already got it. Okay. So this is somebody who is childish, immature. Okay. Like I was telling you before, seems like a grown man that's still uh, childish and immature. But he can't get his money because nobody got paid. Nobody got any money. This is a bad plan. Nobody got any money, and he knows that. So he's trying to take it upon himself to try to get money. Now, let's ask, okay, say, and this is what I'm taking about the porch guy. But let's see. Let's ask the questions. First of all, hey, Patricia. Does the guy who sent TMZ, okay, the email about having a video of Nancy dead, okay, does he really have a video? Is he telling the truth? Does he have the information on Nancy Guthrie? He wants a Bitcoin. What can you tell us? Does he know? Does the guy who sent TMZ the email know what he's talking about? Does he have the information? The lovers in reverse. Okay. Lovers in reverse. So lovers talks about choices. Okay. However, this in reverse, it talks about a bad relationship, disloyalty, conflict, discontent, and uncertainty. And that's the way he feels about it. Okay. Keep going. Knight of Cups. Coming forth with an offer. Okay. However, there's nothing in the cup. This is the Knight of Cups. Okay. I don't know if this is the one with the stinky fish, but there's nothing in the cup. He's bringing forth, okay, communications. The moon. Okay. Hidden information. Okay. Hidden and the Nine of Pentacles. And he wants money. Right. Okay. So this is a Eight of Wands in reverse, which talks about something going slowly. And this is toward the money. Yeah. So this talks about frustration. Talks about frustration. And the Seven of Swords in reverse. Okay. So hiding something, lying, cheating, and getting caught. Wheel of Fortune in reverse. So this gentleman's luck is running out. And the Page of Cups in reverse. There's the fish, okay? This is in reverse. Okay, so he's presenting an empty offer that's hidden because he's frustrated about his money, okay? And yeah, his luck is running out. And it's upside down. Yeah, he has no information. Insecure and childish. The Five of Wands in reverse. So he's avoiding conflict, okay? But there's some clarity and truth. We do have the Sword of Truth. Let me see, the Ace of Swords. Okay, so this talks about clarity, communication, and new ideas. Okay. And the Star in reverse. And Strength in reverse. So this gentleman has no protection. And the Seven of Wands in reverse. He has no defense either. Uh-oh. And the Tower. The Tower. Okay. I noticed the Tower is coming up a lot around, and the Queen of Swords. Okay. Oh, not the sword, the Ace of Swords and the Queen of Swords. I think they know who he is. Two of Pentacles. This talks about choices, and it talks about partnerships. And judgment. And death. Ooh. The Six of Pentacles. So, we got some kind of exchange going on here. We got victory, we have completion. And the Knight of Pentacles. They're going to catch this man and they're going to work a deal behind the scenes. Okay. They may not be telling everything that's in the ransom notes, okay, or in not the ransom notes, in his communication, okay, because he may have said something that let them know that this man may know something. He knows something of what's going on. Something he's saying, he knows. Now, he may not have what he says he have, but based on what he says in those notes, because they got a habit of not telling us the whole truth. Okay. And I understand you got to save some. Okay. You got to save some. Ain't no fun if the homie can't have none. Okay. To verify that he is the person. Okay. And this person, okay, may want recognition as well. Okay. But he wants that money. It took, I'll say it again, it took at least 3 dipshits to make it happen. Because if they give him something, if he takes the bait, okay, if he's lying, okay, then they know he's lying. And they don't have to deal with him no more. You see what I'm saying? Oh, well, give me the other half, and I'll say, nah. You didn't come up with the first deal, okay? So nah. So they know, but they ain't did nothing. So now they don't know. So they still don't know. But this guy keeps is writing again, and what I do know, and you know, so now we know that he is watching. He's a YouTuber. Okay. Mm-hmm. Didn't y'all say there's somebody in the community? Okay. Has porch guy, the guy on Nancy Guthrie's porch, been sending the text message, okay, about Nancy's whereabouts, okay? The guy on Nancy's porch with the mask, they call him porch guy, okay? So we're going to call him porch guy. Is porch guy sending, okay, did the porch guy send the email, this last email to TMZ? Was it the porch guy? Okay, tell us more. What do you want us to know? And thank you for your answers. The porch guy, did he send it? Did he send that text to TMZ? And that's another reason why they won't show it to you, because they're not telling you the whole truth that was in the ransom note. That's why. Okay, so it's the porch guy sending that to TMZ. The 8 of Swords in reverse. Now that could be a yes. It's talking about moving forward and time for a change. It's talking about focus. The Eight of Swords in reverse. Tell us more. Ooh, the Ace of Wands. Okay. There's action. Oh, look, and it's got, oh. It's funny. I didn't ever see this. This wand, I don't know if you can see it. It has penetrating radar, whatever you call these circles. Okay. Okay. Well, betrayal and heartbreak. So this talks about heartache, loss, and separation. Smoke and mirrors. And the Knight of Pentacles. He wants his money. So, the Sun of revelation and clarity. Okay. Ace of Pentacles. That's a big fat stinking yes. New opportunity. Somebody, he's ambitious. He's ready for action. He wants his money. There we go. Left out in the cold. Not to mention betrayed. He's having sleepless nights, anxiety. Okay. So this is messing with him. Okay. And the Ten of Wands in reverse. And he wants to drop the load. He's struggling and he's tired. He's tired. Six of Wands. Okay. Now, I don't know if he wants to be seen, but he damn sure wants his money. Okay. He wants this to be completed. Okay. He wants this to be over and done because his nightmares. Okay. But in the same time, okay, he wants his money because a deal is a deal, and he is pissed that he has gotten caught up in this situation. And these what do you call it? These little highfalutin, high society people, what do you call it? Sedity folks ain't paid him his money. Page of Swords. He got something to say. There's a message coming forth. Communication. About his money. There we go. About his money. Okay? Okay. And the separation, okay, dissatisfaction, the lack of control, the lack of direction. He's confused. And the King of Pentacles. in reverse. And he's broke. Six of Pentacles. He wants them to give him the money, the Bitcoin. And the Knight of Wands in reverse. And he's really disappointed about it. And the Page of Pentacles in reverse. Young money. Page of Pentacles in reverse. Foolish, immature. And the Hermit. See the receipts? He got some kind of receipts. He got some kind of receipts. And Justice in reverse. He hasn't been caught. We know that though. But this is over the King of Pentacles. It could be the King of Pentacles. Ooh. Now, I don't know if this gentleman is the King of Pentacles, okay, in reverse. Well, he's broke, that's for sure. King of Pentacles in reverse. Instability, corruption, and materialistic, okay? As far as I'm concerned, everybody involved could be the King of Pentacles in reverse. You see what I'm saying? They have that energy. I think that this, okay, allegedly, everything's alleged. My interpretations, your entertainment. There's absolutely no facts or truth in this video that we know of. But I assume, allegedly, that Porch Guy may be the one who sent those requests for Bitcoin. Okay? Okay. So, there's a good possibility that they are one and the same. It makes sense because I'm like, Porch Guy keeps coming up left in the cold. Oh, hey, April. Good night. Don't forget to thumbs up the video, okay? What we're going to ask, I'm going to ask next, okay? Good night, Midnight. Good night, April. Now I forgot what I was going to ask next. Don't forget to thumbs up the video, you guys, because I know you. That's why you over here. You know who I am. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't. Check your subscription if you have to make sure that YouTube didn't knock you out the loop. Give a thumbs up. You already know. You know it's going down. Hey, Steph. Hey, Dottie. Yes, you know. So, I was going to ask something about the ransom guy, the Bitcoin. I'm going to call him the Bitcoin man because he's not asking ransom. Okay. Okay. So does the Bitcoin guy who sent the email to TMZ, does he have information, knowledge on the abduction of Nancy Guthrie? Does he have knowledge? He may not know where she is, okay? He may not even know what happened to her, but does he have knowledge of her abduction? What do you want us to know? What can you tell us? And thank you for your answers. Because I think Porch Guy is somebody in the neighborhood personally, okay, that lives not too well. There's no telling where he lives, because like I said, he may be homeless, or he may not be homeless. He may hang with the homeless people who do drugs. Birds of a feather flock together, okay? So somebody they had to get. If this went wrong, they needed some help, and they had to call somebody. So and to get somebody there. So here comes the Porch Guy, so to speak. Okay. So does Bitcoin guy have any information on the abduction of Nancy Guthrie? What do you want us to know? What can you tell us? And thank you for your answers. Does he have information on Nancy Guthrie's abduction? Nine of Cups in reverse, which is a big fat no. This talks about wishes not being fulfilled and disappointment, okay? Now that does line up, though. That lines up. And the Queen of Cups. Okay. And the Knight of Pentacles. Ooh. And the Tower. And the King of Wands. And the Three of Cups. Now, I know somebody said, this card is Nancy, the Queen of Cups, okay? For me, it's Annie. Now, I was going to see if it's Nancy, but here's my thing, okay? Annie, Porch Guy, Hell Breaks Loose, and Tommaso, Three of Cups. Okay. Clarity. Now, this could be Nancy, Porch Guy, and Tommaso. Okay? But I say it's Annie because of the celebration right here. Happiness, friendship, and community. Interesting. The Wheel of Fortune in reverse is bad luck for Porch Guy. Okay? And we have the Knight of Swords in reverse. Impatience, loss of focus. Okay. And we have the nightmares with the King of Wands and the Six of Cups. The exchange. King of Cups. Now, this is usually my Cameron card. And he's got the Ace of Swords above him. And my Annie card has the Ace of Swords below. Like it's saying they both know. They both have knowledge. They both have communication and strength in reverse. There's the Empress. The Empress had no protection. We got strength in reverse right here on the side of the Empress. No protection. None. And the Seven of Wands in reverse. Defenseless. No protection, defenseless around the Empress. The Ten of Cups. Okay. Happy family. Abundance. And judgment. And the Nine of Pentacles. They wanted that money. Okay? And the Hangman in reverse. Not letting go of the past. Afraid to let go of the past. Okay? Won't see it in a new perspective. And the Five of Wands in reverse to avoid conflict. And the Page of Wands. What is this, a new opportunity? A message. As in the ransom note or the Bitcoin note, whatever you want to call it. I done forgot what the question was. I know. That's what I told you. He's watching. And TMZ, they revealing the second ransom note. Okay, about Nancy being dead. Okay, and we get this. This guy is watching YouTube. We asked that question before and we got the answer no. No. She's not buried back there. I wouldn't be surprised. I could use a view or two. Yeah. Yeah, we asked, was she buried in the backyard? Mm-hmm. Somebody asked that question and they got a no. Okay. But she's FBI. Okay. Of course she gonna get information. So let's ask Maureen O'Connor. Okay. Isn't that her name? That she may have been buried in the backyard, but it wasn't Annie's. Wasn't Annie's backyard. I think nah, I don't think he cared about that. He wants money. He keeps asking for money. He didn't get paid. They were supposed to pay him. Okay. Maybe they didn't pay him all the money. Okay. But he's got an issue with this Bitcoin thing. Okay. Maureen O'Connor, ex FBI agent. Okay. She says that this case is 75% solved, okay? 4 cards. Is she correct? Maureen O'Connor, is she correct about saying this case is almost solved? 4 cards, 4 cards. What do you want us to know? 4 cards. Does Maureen O'Connor know that this case is almost solved? 4 cards. What can you tell us? And thank you for your answer. Mm-hmm. Maureen O'Connor. 4 cards. 4 cards. Mm-hmm. Let's see. The Eight of Pentacles in reverse. She's retired. Is she retired? I think she's retired. Eight of Pentacles in reverse. Okay. Four cards. Oops, don't get it all mixed up. Okay, we have the Eight of Pentacles in reverse. Okay. Four Swords. There's some knowledge there. There's some clarity. Resting, she's retired. I think she must be retired. Okay. Yeah, there's clarity and truth. The Moon in reverse. Yeah, it's been leaked out. Yeah. And the Eight of Swords in reverse. Freedom. Yes, she knows. She knows. Marino O'Connor. What did I say? I said Maureen O'Connor. Well, she right. Maureen O'Connor and Maureen Connor. I'm pretty sure a lot of them know. Okay, but like I said, even though they're retired, they still have that same mindset. They sit on information. They ain't got no problem sitting on information and watching you fish around and lose your glasses and everything, and they just sit there. Okay. Until you ask them. And that's okay. Well, you didn't ask me, so I didn't say nothing. Okay. You got to remember, she ex-FBI. Yes, well, see, that's the whole thing about the case, okay, and the FBI and why they're so pissed. Because it's like the case was fumbled by this department, and now it's given to us to clean up the mess. Okay, see what I'm saying? However, you should have known better with all your years of experience. Okay. No, it don't belong to the rich, okay? He's facing, no. This ain't your usual crime scenario, okay? This ain't your usual crime scenario, okay? They will get you a good lawyer, believe me. On a high-profile case like this ain't gonna be your average public defender, okay? And like they say, a public defender will be all over this case because of the mistakes made. They have enough sense to know, because they've done it before, that if they go through TMZ, they're going straight to they're cutting to the chase. Okay. If you call the tip line, it's going to be written down and thrown with the rest of the tips to be sorted through. Well, the prosecutors are going to be better than Nanos, okay? Even the defense attorney is going to be better than Nanos. So yeah, so she's got insight there. She's got the insight there with the flashlight, okay, and she's got the clarity and the truth with the Ace of Swords, She's got the moon in reverse, which has dumped all the stuff that was hidden out in the open, okay? And she's got the Eight of Swords in reverse. So what was tied up and held hostage has been released. So she knows, yes, that's information coming through. Wham, bam, thank you, ma'am. Okay. All these investigators, okay, retired investigators that you see here on YouTube, okay, they have some type of connection. These are the friends who haven't retired yet, okay, and you know they're gonna tell because they talk, okay, they talk. I believe it's close to being solved. I do too. That's why I made that video, okay, waiting for the ships to come in. Okay, because these ships seem to be getting closer and closer to land. Yes. Is who still on the case? Nanos? I don't think he's involved like he was. Remember he said he handed it over to the FBI? Yeah, Nanos is not on the case. The FBI is, okay? And I think he might have been persuaded to do that, okay? Okay, so what can you tell us about this case being solved? Is this case, Nancy Guthrie, the disappearance of Nancy Guthrie, okay, the abduction, the investigation, close to solving the Nancy Guthrie case in Pima County, Arizona? Is the FBI close to solving Nancy Guthrie's disappearance? What do you want us to know? And thank you for your answers. Are they close to solving? See what we get here. The Fool in reverse. Okay. Now, this could, the Fool, oh. Proceed with caution. That's definitely the FBI. Okay, they're proceeding with caution. So tell us more. Okay, we have temperance, patience, and balance. Okay. Oh, we have the Four of Wands. Okay, so this talks about family and the home. And yeah, they are close. See how close that fire is burning in the background on the two lovers there? That's interesting. Oh my. And the Ten of Cups. Okay, so we got abundance here, divine connections, and the Ten of Wands in reverse. Okay, the load will be dropped. That load will be dropped. We got balance here and we got balance here. Okay, so they're going to balance this out. And the happy couple and the burning couple. Okay, so it's like there's two couples in here. Oh, okay. Savannah and her husband or her son look more like anyway, Savannah's family and Nancy's. Wow. And the Page of Cups in reverse. Communications, bringing forth the message. And the Queen of Cups. And the Eight of Pentacles in reverse. Oh. Well, she won't be getting paid. Queen of Cups and the Eight of Pentacles. Giving up. Inexperience. Lack of ambition. And the world. It'll be over with for Savannah and her husband. The nightmare. Wow. And the Queen of Swords. The truth. Clarity. And the Seven of Pentacles. That waiting. All that information is coming in. We will know. Everybody will know. The Page of Swords. There go my girl, Chatty Patty. She's coming forth with a message. She's got information. And the King of Cups. Ooh. Now, this is my Cameron card, and it's funny because retirement. He has retired. Ooh. Oh, my. And the Ace of Pentacles. So there may be a new opportunity, okay, for him. And prosperity. But there's conflict. Okay, so we got some conflicting information coming in. Oh, about this. Oh. Loss, conflict, and indecision is looking at this new opportunity here. Oh, and the Seven of Swords in reverse. Oh, sookie now. Y'all, somebody's coming that we didn't expect. I think that's what that is. And the Magician in reverse. The Hangman in reverse. Information from the past. Information from the past, okay? Because somebody's trying to walk away. Oh. Ooh. And the Sun. I wonder, is this literally the Sun? And the King of Wands. Mm, mm, mm. So we see the King of Wands, okay, but this King of Cups is coming into play. Interesting. Now, somebody was talking about uh, 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 something retrograde, okay, coming. Is it this month or next month? And they was talking about that's a revealer, okay, a revealer of things hidden. And I'm like, oh, really? Okay. Leave it to me. I could think of a lot of hidden things, okay, with Nancy Guthrie. Where is she? So it was talking about that. I don't know how much because I don't get into those planets and stuff like that. But thanks for the $10, Steph. Oh, that was so generous of you. Thank you. Okay. Let me hit that. Okay. Acknowledgement. That's right. Y'all hear that? Oh, where the cats? Y'all got y'all some catnip money? Yeah. Woo. Thank you, Steph. Okay. They could do some snacks. Was anyone told that the perps were in the area when they were searching the home? Hey, got change. Well, they were. The thing about it is that's what started this all over the place. Okay, was when they were searching. Okay, and the debauchery in the search. Okay, party, party time. You ain't lied about that. Okay. Thank you, Steph. I really appreciate it. Zelda. Oh, you mean like I made a prediction that they were in there? I think that yes, I think somebody has, but at that time, no, I didn't hear about it. But yeah, I heard somebody said that the perp was in the area. Okay, which makes sense because what's going is that I was talking about how complex they're making this out to be. And I don't think it's as complex as they're making it out to be. Okay. And judging from the detective going down there and actually walking the scene and driving around the scene and telling us different things. And we're like, if we would have known that before, we probably would have came up with the same concept. And it's like they're speaking in circles, okay. Um, without really telling you. But let's ask, okay, I got to go pay my water bill. It's bugging me, okay? But let's ask who's going to be arrested, okay? Or what do you call it? Indicted? Oh, okay. But no, it wasn't just her, it was somebody else. She did talk about the retrograde. That's why I thought about it. But no, somebody was talking about the retrograde and how it's a revealer of shakes things up. That shakes things out of the crevices. Mercury retrograde. Okay. Let's see. So, and I'm like, oh, when is Mercury? Okay, I got a little tongue twisted. Okay, my tongue tripped over my teeth. Okay, when is Mercury retrograde? June 29th. Okay, June June 29th to July 23rd. Oh, so it's retrograde. So the moon appears to go backwards. Okay, so it's gonna all those secrets that have it's covered is gonna go back and uncover them, so to speak. This is a period that is associated with communication glitches, travel delays, and technological mishaps. Now, there'll be another one in October, and this will be in Scorpio. The one coming now will be in Cancer, whatever that means, okay? Okay, so that's what we have, what they were talking about. The truth comes out. Exactly, Sky Blue. That's a good time to put your cards in the window and your crystals to get clean and earn and more energy to your cards and crystals. Oh, okay. Well, I don't have crystals. I really don't try to get too far because the Lord is my Savior and I shall not want. So I try to keep mine to a minimum and I don't get involved in crystals and this and that. Okay. So I can stay on track. Okay. Because that's too much for me right now, honey. Me too. So okay. Hold on. Let me go. Let me go use the restroom. Okay. Because, oh Lord, I didn't have to straighten out here. Oh, let me go to this one so I can turn off the air because it's getting too cold. Okay. Can you tell us the perpetrators that will be implemented in the Nancy Guthrie abduction? Can you tell us the perpetrators that will be, the word I just used? Implemented, okay, and the disappearance of Nancy Guthrie. The perpetrators. What do you want us to know? And thank you for your answers. In the Nancy Guthrie investigation, disappearance, kidnapping, abduction. The perpetrators who will be implemented. What do you want us to know? The world, the end. Ooh, there's going to be a completion. Hey, Sharon. Oh, I can't do them spirit boxes. It sounds like, I don't know who. It sounds like too many people is in that box. No, ma'am. Okay. And everybody trying to talk. Okay. That's what it feels like to me. Okay. So tell us more. We have the world. There's going to be, so this case will be completed. Okay. Six of Pentacles. Okay. It talks about an exchange. Six of Pentacles. Generosity, advancement, and good fortune. Okay. And the Magician. And the Star in reverse. Ooh. 10 of Pentacles in reverse. Oh. 10 of Pentacles in reverse. Instability, financial disputes, and family conflicts. Family disputes. Six of Swords in reverse. Delays, obstacles, resisting change. Seven of Pentacles. Waiting. Who they waiting for? They waiting for them to come back, okay? They waiting for somebody to come back. Waiting. Let me see. Seven of Pentacles. Growth, patience, and gratitude. Okay. The Emperor. That's the FBI. The Wheel of Fortune in reverse. Okay. The Knight of Wands in reverse. Disappointment. Bad luck. Disappointment. And the Seven of Cups. Smoke and mirrors. I asked, who will be implemented in the disappearance of Nancy Guthrie in the investigation? And the Page of Pentacles in reverse. And the Hangman in reverse. And the Ten of Swords in reverse. Now, this emperor, oh my goodness. And the Six of Wands. So there will be completion. There will be and Nine of Cups. So wishes will not be fulfilled with the Nine of Cups. Yeah, disappointment. Queen of Cups. Four of Wands. Talks about family and home. Queen of Pentacles in reverse. Talks about overindulgence, okay, financial issues, and manipulation. And the Page of Wands. And the Nine of Pentacles. Talks about comfort and security. Temperance. And the Eight of Swords in reverse. So we got freedom. And the Five of Cups in reverse. Recovery and letting go. King of Cups. Death. Okay, so allegedly a male and a female will be implemented. Okay, let me see where else. Anybody else? And this emperor. Okay, there's quite a few pentacles in here. So I think there's going to be money thrown around, is how they're going to get to the bottom of this. And this is around family. Okay, and the disputes. Oh yeah, talk to the plants. Yeah, I hear people talk to the plants. Right. I don't. It's just it's like there's a lot of confusion in those boxes. You know what I'm saying? Follow the money. So let's ask. Let's follow the money. Let's see what they tell us. Okay. So when it's all said and done, okay, was Nancy's death, was it an accident? Okay. Or was it done on purpose? What can you tell us about the death of Nancy Guthrie? Let's look into that. The death of Nancy Guthrie. Tell us, yeah, the death of Nancy Guthrie. What do you want us to know? What can you tell us? And thank you for your answers. The death of Nancy Guthrie. Tell us more about this death of Nancy Guthrie. Okay? And thank you for your answers. The sun. So there'll be revelation and clarity. Okay? Tell us more. The King of Cups, the Knight of Cups. Okay? So there's going to be some information brought forth. Okay? There's going to be an exchange. Okay? The Magician. So they're going to make it work. The Nine of Cups. Unfulfillment. Okay? And the Knight of Swords in reverse. So there's confusion. Yeah. And unpredictability, unpredictable, and what does that say? A loss of focus. Okay, but we have clarity and truth. Okay. But there may be some confusion as well. The King of Cups. Uh-oh. Sure seems to be popping up lately. Have you noticed that? The King of Cups. The King of Pentacles in reverse. Now, the King of Cups talks about corruption and instability. Okay? So, and the Seven of Wands. In reverse, excuse me. So, we're talking about losses. We're talking about surrender. Okay? Tired. Three of Cups. Looks like the people will celebrate. And we have death. So it's going to be an end to something and a beginning to something else. Temperance. So there's going to be a balance here. Okay. The Hermit. On this card, the receipts. That's right. Okay. Oh. Okay. So it's going to be the end. I think it's going to be the end of, we're going to find out who did it. Okay. And we got the beginning of the proof, the evidence, the why they did it, and the 10 of Pentacles, ooh, in reverse. Not the family disputes with receipts next to it. Interesting. Interesting. And the 8 of Swords in reverse. Okay. So the information will be flowing freely. And the Hierophant in reverse. And the 6 of Cups. The children, the past, and the Page of Swords, Chatty Patty. She's going over the receipts. That's right. She's going to tell you about them. Okay? Mm. And the 4 of Cups in reverse. Acceptance. Clarity. Okay? This is clarity. And pretty much this is clarity. Okay. 7 of Pentacles. Oh, yeah. That's the evidence right there. And the Ace of Cups in reverse. Talks about depression and emotional loss, anger, and the 4 of Swords. Wow. And the 2 of Wands in reverse. So there's going to be some truth around the death of Nancy. There's going to be truth about what really happened, I believe. Okay. And the Queen of Pentacles. There you go there. Yeah. In reverse. Mm-hmm. And the 10 of Swords in reverse. And the recovery. So I think she's going to be found, especially with this 7 of Pentacles. He's digging up something, okay? And we have recovery with the 10 of Swords in reverse, rock bottom. Let's see, 10 of Swords. Making excuses. Okay? So, with that said, let's ask about next month, July. Okay? Can you tell us about the Nancy Guthrie disappearance in the month of July 2026, next month? Okay? Can you tell us about Nancy? Okay, here we go. About the investigation. How is the investigation going in July? What's that energy with the Nancy Guthrie investigation in July 2026, which is next month? What is the Nancy Guthrie investigation going to reveal? What do you want us to know? And thank you for your answers. Six of Wands. Oh! Shut the door. Six of Wands. Six of Wands is victory. It is completion. You can't make this stuff up, okay? Shut up. Victory, success, accomplishment. Oh, my Lord. Okay. Whew. Tell us more. Tell us more. Knight of Pentacles. What is the Knight of Pentacles? You bringing forth a new message? Yep. Coming forth with a new opportunity. Mm-hmm. Queen of Swords. She knows. Clarity. The truth. Yes. The Lovers in reverse. In reverse. So we're going to find out about the Lovers in reverse. Okay? The Chariot in reverse. Loss of control, loss of direction, okay? Confusion. At a crossroads, okay. And the Ace of Swords. You can't get better than that. So we got the Ace of Swords and we have the Queen of Swords. That's truth and clarity, okay? And the Two of Wands in reverse. This talks about hidden fear, delays, and bad planning. The Emperor, the FBI. Or it could be the police. Okay, but we're going to get some clarity on that. Let's see. Let's keep going. Let's keep going. Four of Wands. Four of Wands. Comfort, stability, and celebration. Mm-hmm. Wow. And the Eight of Cups. Walking away. Let's see, Eight of Cups. Letting go, abandonment, cutting losses. Okay? The Empress. There will definitely be some clarity. Oh my good. And the Ace of Wands. We got action. Queen of Cups. Ooh-wee. And the Six of Pentacles. The King of Cups. Mm. And Death. Okay. So there's something about the King of Cups and Death. Look like somebody's going to throw somebody under the bus. Six of Cups. The children. Temperance. Something about the children. Two of the children. And we got two children right here. And the Nine of Swords. And the Page of Pentacles in reverse. And the Nine of Wands in reverse. I want to ask a question. Okay. What is the, can you tell us the energy between Cameron and his sister Annie? Cameron and Annie. What's that energy? What's that energy between Cameron and Annie? What do you want us to know? And thank you for your answers. What's that energy? Page of Cups, emotional immaturity. Insecure, childish, and afraid to trust. Tell us more. The Sun. The Ten of Pentacles in reverse. The Two of Pentacles. The Eight of Wands in reverse. and the Seven of Pentacles. And the Eight of Pentacles in reverse. The Sun retired. The Sun retired. And the Tower. The Star in reverse. Queen of Pentacles in reverse. The Moon in reverse. And the Ten of Swords in reverse. Death. The Knight of Swords in reverse. Impatience and loss of focus. And the Nine of Swords. And the Empress. And the Three of Cups. And the Ace of Cups in reverse. And the Five of Cups in reverse. And Temperance. And the Emperor. And the Eight of Swords in reverse. And the Page of Pentacles in reverse. And the Five of Wands in reverse. And the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. And the Four of Wands Now, I get my interpretation, okay? It's not a full interpretation, but I do get um, some issues, definitely some issues. And this has to do with the home. Hey, Naomi. Nah, he ain't upset about the cameras. This is money, especially up here. We got pinnacles, 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 pinnacles. Okay. Mm-hmm. Now, this came across my mind before, okay, especially with this card right here. The Three of Cups. It's like the two sisters and the mother. Oh, look at there. Okay, well, we got blonde, blonde, okay, and we have dark haired, okay. But I'm saying it's like the two sisters and the mom, okay. And here is the emperor, okay. There's the masculine energy, and he doesn't look too happy. He looks pissed. And it's funny because the emperor and the empress, the emperor and the empress cards talks about a balanced relationship. Okay, so this talks about equality in a relationship. Okay, as far as yin and yang. Okay, so let me ask this question. This is my okay, and this is how I felt. That's right. That's how I feel right about that. Okay, that's how I feel. Ain't it funny how the way you feel shows on your shirt? Okay. So, with that said, tell us about the energy of the King of Cups and the Queen of Cups that is displayed in the readings. The King of Cups and the Queen of Cups. What do you want us to know? And thank you for your answers. The Moon in reverse. Ooh. It talks about releasing fear and anxiety, okay, and trusting your intuition. Okay. Tell us more. The World. And the Eight of Cups. And Temperance. And the Fool in reverse. Queen of Cups. Two of Cups in reverse. Now, the Two of Cups in reverse talks about inequality, separation, and disharmony, and judgment. And strength in reverse. The Emperor. Oh, wow. And the Empress. And the Nightmare. And the Three of Wands. Okay, waiting for one ship to come in. There go the ship all the way out there. Okay. But we got the Nine of Swords, which is nightmares, fear, anxiety, suffering. And the Hierophant in reverse. And the Star in reverse. And the smoke and mirrors with the Seven of Cups. And the Ten of Pentacles in reverse. Now, someone was saying that one of the neighbors was talking about how Cameron and Annie, back in the day, they were always fighting. They were always fighting with each other. Okay, there was always conflict between those two. And the Seven of Wands. Okay, so this is nightmares, okay, and stress, and it may have had a profound effect on Cameron, okay, uh, with the conflict and no defense, okay. I don't think he felt, there's something strange about this. And the Ten of Cups. And the Knight of Cups coming forth with a message. And the Five of Cups. Interesting. Does Cameron know Porch Guy? Does Cameron know the guy on the porch of Nancy Guthrie's home? Does he know Porch Guy? What do you want us to know? And thank you for your answers. There's nightmares, there's fear, there's anxiety going on here. Worry, insomnia, and suffering. Tell us more. Smoke and mirrors. Left out in the cold. Loss. Exchange. Generosity. Temperance. The sun. Page of Swords. Chatty Patty. And the Five of Cups in reverse. Recovery. Letting go. Contentment. Six of Cups. The children. The past. Ten of Pentacles in reverse. Loss. Family conflict. Okay. Page of Wands. A message. Communication. What's going on here? Okay. He wants to be seen. He wants recognition. The family, the home. Heartbreak, betrayal. Coming forth with the message, communication. The world. Good night, Dottie. Isn't it weird? Is Cameron Guthrie the porch guy? Is Cameron Guthrie the porch guy? See the guy on the porch. Tell us more about Cameron. What do you want us to know? And thank you for your answers. Could he be the porch guy? Two of Wands in reverse. Bad planning. Hidden fear. What's he scared of? Tell us more. Ten of Wands in reverse. Talks about freedom and letting go. Dropping that load, okay? The struggle, getting over the struggle. Ace of Wands. Why does this keep coming up? The Emperor. So the sun, literally, well, not literally, the sun, okay, but the sun, S-O-N, okay, in the past was the emperor. He was the man of the house. Queen of Cups. And the Four of Wands. There's something about child starting to get a freaky set. But what do I know? The devil. And being left out in the cold. Loss. Six of Pentacles, the generosity. And the Hermit. There she go with the damn receipts. And betrayal. Heartbreak. Something at home in the past. And the devil's in the details. And the Five of Cups in reverse. and the Four of Swords. And the King of Swords in reverse. And the Queen of Wands. Lord have mercy. And the Two of Swords. And the Two of Cups in reverse. And the Hangman in reverse. Not able to let go of the past. Separation. Crossroads. And Temperance. I don't know if he has given money to Annie in the past. But there's some bad juju. The Sun. Card keeps coming up. The Sun. And this one too, as a matter of fact, the Emperor. Okay? That is male masculinity. Okay? But the Sun. And the Six of Cups. So this right here, look at these three cards. Okay? This is how they come. The Sun in the past, the Emperor. Okay? So in the past, he was the man of the house. Okay? And now we got this feeling of being left out in the cold. Okay, you got to remember now, Cameron, okay, he's the oldest. Not only is he the oldest, but he's like about 5 years older than Annie. Okay? Those two are not. Savannah and Annie are 2 years apart, I believe. Okay, but Cameron is the gap. Right. Okay. Right. But okay, he was. When did he go into the Air Force? Because he didn't go in right away. He did not go in right away when he turned 18. Let me see. But it seems to be something deeper than that. Is he even in his right mind? You know how it is with those people, those the Air Force people, and they have traumatic past traumatic post post traumatic something syndrome. Right. He's been in the Air Force a little over 20 years. Okay. So he and he's in his 50s. So he may have went in when he was in his 30s. Okay. Post traumatic stress disorder. There you go. Okay. So, okay. But before he went in, okay, what was he doing? Because now Annie, more so Annie and Savannah, but Annie, the middle one, the rebellious one, okay, she was more prone to what was going on the dark side of Arizona, okay? Well, you can't be that soft to be a witch, a self-proclaimed witch. Okay, you can't be that soft. Okay, to be out there with them drug heads. Okay, see what I'm saying? Mm. Okay, so So he's 61. He's in his 60s. Because the two girls are in their 50s. So he went in the Air Force in 1992. When did he retire? Okay, so what secrets from the past is Annie Guthrie hiding? What secrets from the past is Annie Guthrie hiding? What do you want us to know? And thank you for your answers. What secrets from the past is she hiding? What do you want us to know? And thank you for your answers. What secrets from the past is Annie Guthrie hiding? Ten of Pentacles. Well, that's the first time that came in the upright position. Prosperity, fulfillment, and good fortune. The Nine of Pentacles in reverse. Losses, workaholic, and false security. Six of Pentacles in reverse. She's taking money. And the Five of Pentacles in reverse. Okay, so she's like she's taking money and she has recovered or was trying to recover in her finances. With the loss is trying to recoup your finances. Okay, get back on track. Queen of Swords in reverse. Okay. Talks about losses and feeling trapped and disappointments. And the Hangman. A new perspective. Letting go, sacrifices. Okay. A pause. New perspectives. Okay. And the King of Cups in reverse. Insecure, defensive, and frustration. And avoiding disaster. with the Tower in reverse. And the Four of Cups. So there's some type of refusal. And the Four of Swords in reverse. Talks about self-care. And the Ace of Wands in reverse. And the Queen of Cups in reverse. So we got the King of Cups and the Queen of Cups in reverse. So they both are insecure. And the Four of Pentacles in reverse. And the Seven of Cups in reverse. So we have clarity. Judgment in reverse. Bad decision. And the Six of Cups in reverse. She can't let go of it. Something in the past happened with her and her brother. There we go with the Emperor in reverse. And he might be always having to defend himself. She might be throwing it up in his face. And the Page of Cups. Being naive. And the Five of Swords in reverse. Avoiding conflict. Deceit, resentment, and regret. The Two of Cups, partnership in the past. And the Seven of Pentacles in reverse. And the Four of Wands in reverse. And the Three of Swords in reverse. forgiveness, healing. And strength. And the Wheel of Fortune. So it seems like something in the past with her and her brother. Nancy wasn't home. Nancy was working. The thing about it is, okay, she's got some past resentment going on. I'm pretty sure she's not the only one. Does that make her a killer or guilty? No, it doesn't. It's just the cards is telling you. Just because I ask a question doesn't mean the cards are going to answer that particular question. They could go off on a tangent and tell me something else and reveal something else, okay? See what I'm saying? So I don't know. This is young and dumb, okay? And I'm going to leave it at that because that ain't none of my business, okay? But there's some issues, some past issues, okay? And who knows? Who knows? Maybe so. But with that, okay, I don't know. Thumbs up the video, please. Okay. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Most of all, stay blessed. They have the information from the heart monitor. Okay, they have the information. They're not revealing all of the information. I don't think. I think there's a lot of information that they are holding to their chest because they don't really want to say. And now that things have been goofed up at the beginning, they really got to cross their T's and all this stuff, okay? Because, you know, people like that, they love to sue. Sue, 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 sue. As soon as you do something wrong, they going to sue. You say something wrong, they going to sue. You think something wrong, they going to sue. You know what I'm saying? So they have information on that hot monitor. That's how they know what time it disconnected and all that. Okay. But they're only giving you some of the information. They're not giving you all of the information, okay, because they know that the perpetrators are watching, hence the note to TMZ. Okay. So, yeah, with that said, stay blessed. Bye.